Hey, hey. So not often that I do these, but I wanted to share some thoughts around this post that I just did on Instagram. I should do that on Twitter and LinkedIn a little bit more, which I just always forget about LinkedIn. The Twitter and LinkedIn folks, you gotta be sure to subscribe over on YouTube because I always forget to add in those. Kind of automatically goes to YouTube. But yeah, it's the weekend. I wanted to share some thoughts. I know I have a lot of weekend warriors that I talk to that follow me. And so I felt like this was one of those things that can be really helpful. And I want to talk about my framework as I think and have even struggled in the past with procrastination and that kind of thing. And so this boils it all down. It's what it looks like in reality. If you're avoiding something, it starts off really small, and then it becomes this bigger issue, and then slightly bigger and bigger. And on the other hand, when you're facing something, that's really as big as it's going to get. Like you're able to make it smaller and smaller over time. So I want to share some thoughts on, the way I've kind of found to switch from the top to the bottom, where it becomes a habit. The real goal is that you're not even consciously having to think about not avoiding things or not procrastinating. Your automatic reaction is, okay, I'm going to face this. And, it's just like you're not even thinking I'm going to face it. It's just like it becomes a habit to face things. And I have to start off by saying, we all know, actually, you know what? Before I get to that, I have to start by saying, hey, like the video. Thanks for popping in. Happy Friday. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. But let's start off by just recognizing the fact that we all know that avoiding the tough stuff is the easier thing in the short term. Yeah, there's no denying that. It's just like easy. It's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with my taxes. I don't want to deal with this other thing. I don't want to deal with this tough conversation. But then at the same time, we all know that in the long term, it's going to cause and create even more pain. So, I know it's a natural tendency to want to protect ourselves from like pain and suffering and just having to face tough situations. Is also it spills over into protecting ourselves from the possibility of pain and suffering. So that's what you get into when you're wanting to get started in business, or you're wanting to get started with an acquisition, and your brain automatically is like, well, no, that sounds like it could lead to some pain or some tough situations or suffering. And so you end up procrastinating because of that. So I want to share what's worked for me. This is something that you should try. If you're a weekend warrior, it's like, this weekend, I want to work on my project, or I want to work on my next acquisition, but it also be awesome. There's the finals going on. I go have drinks with my buddies. And this has been some really amazing games in the finals. I'm not going to lie. But you still got to make time to take action. So the next time you find yourself avoiding something that needs to be faced, just try this on for size. Think about how facing it will make you and help you become the person that you want to be. And a little bit of the way I think about this is not even like becoming that person in the future. It's like, hey, this is the type of person that I am. And so even if that is, okay, I've got this situation in my personal life, and you haven't set a boundary for yourself in your personal life, just telling yourself, hey, I'm the type of person with self-respect, and this is a moment, an opportunity for me to demonstrate that. Or if you're avoiding a tough convo with a loved one in your personal life, you can kind of tell yourself, I'm the type of person that, shows up to work on my relationships, even when it's hard. And so that kind of conversation with yourself begins to train your brain of, hey, I'm not that previous person. I'm the type of person that gets excited about this because it is the opportunity for me to demonstrate who I am. And what this does is it shifts the present pain to it shifts the focus from the present pain to a future gain. So if you're really like focused, okay, this is gonna be painful, this is gonna be painful, it's gonna be tough to do it. And you might be able to get it done just through sheer might, but it's a lot easier to shift the focus into that future gain. And then that'll help you tap into a courage that you're not gonna be able to access otherwise. So I think even when it comes to starting a business or getting into acquisition, if you're somebody with that brilliant idea for a new product or service, or you're somebody who wants to start reaching out to people about them selling their business. I deal with this all the time. One of the things that we have to get over, even when we're bringing on merger specialists, is that fear, and the fear is basically of failure. The fear is of rejection. And so, you can keep telling yourself, okay, I'm not ready yet. I need this other thing, or, I just need more time. I'm going to spend some more time planning before I take action. The truth is, the longer you avoid it, getting started with whatever it is you want to accomplish, the more difficult it becomes. And so shifting your identity into who you really are deep down inside, and not having your brain trick you into thinking you're somebody who's not capable of moving forward, is what I want for you. So have an amazing weekend. I hope it is very productive. Darius popped in, says, I am here, brother. Thank you so much for popping in, Darius. And everybody have an